rural infrastructure and other developments. Road connectivity triggers economic growth and facilitates new economic opportunities for people and enterprises. Under Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, between 2020 and 2024, we intend to lay an additional 3,285 kilometers of roads connecting facilities like agricultural, market centers, schools, and health centers. A key priority is to enhance productivity of the degraded land to facilitate greater rural employment opportunities and rise in income levels. Towards this, we are focusing on watershed development programs that develop degraded land resources to enhance land productivity. We are also advancing livelihood security through wage employment programs such as MGNREJs. We have implemented the MGNREJs in 12,914 Gram Panchayats across 661 mandals. Presently, in 2020-21, our state ranks first nationally, generating over 10.68 crore person day of employment as on date. In 2019-2020, we have provided employment of more than 23 crore person days. Additionally, we have issued over 62,000 new job cards to migrant laborers. Urban infrastructure. A top priority for us under urban infrastructure development is to provide safe drinking water to all urban local bodies. Water supply improvement schemes are being implemented to bring per capita water supply at par with national standards of 135 APCD. We have improved supply frequently and per capita access in 5 ULBS. Additionally, 5 water supply schemes have been completed under Amrut, HUDCO and VDSMT projects in 2019-20. In a phased manner, it is proposed to take up sewerage network and separate treatment in 102 ULBs. Water resources. Water is fundamental to life, livelihood, food security, and sustainable development. We are prioritizing water resources management through the Jalagram program. Out of 54 irrigation projects envisaged under the program, 14 have been completed and others are in progress. Pula Subia Beligonda project, Sangam Barrage, Nellore Barrage, Basundhara Phase 2, Basundhara Nagabadi link, Oak second tunnel will be completed this year. My government has also accelerated efforts for completion of Polavaram project by December 2021, along with land acquisition, rehabilitation and resettlement. All other ongoing projects will be completed in the next 4 years. My government is initiating steps to take up Raisalema Dot Mitigation Project, speeding up of Uttara Andhra Srujana Shravanti, enhancing the capacity of Polavaram right main canal to 50,000 cubic to take care of Krishna Delta, NHP Icat, and Dratpun, Raisilema, Nellore, and Prakasam. Energy. My government recognizes that the health of the distribution utilities DISCOM is of utmost importance for survival and efficient functioning of the state energy sector. It would not be out of place to mention that owing to the previous government's neglect of the sector and the under-release of subsidy to the DISCOMs were forced to borrow heavily to sustain and this has jeopardized the whole sector. Bearing in mind the need to bail out the sector, my government has provided a huge financial assistance to the tune of rupees 17,904 crores towards not just the current year's subsidy component but also for the sector's dues that pertain to the period of previous government. Another issue of concern is the financial burden of subsidizing agricultural power consumption. The annual agricultural consumption is close to 12,221 MUS for the year 2020-21, leading to a subsidy requirement of close to rupees 8,354 crores. Given the yearly increase in agricultural consumption, the subsidy amount is likely to increase to alarming levels during the next few years. Keeping this in mind, my government has come up with a scheme of significantly reducing the average cost of purchasing power that is supplied to agriculture by leveraging on huge solar energy generation potential in the state by developing solar power project on BOT model to the tune of 10,000 MWP. The power from these projects would be adequate for the agricultural consumption and ensure substantially of the sector as the cost of supply of power would be significantly lower. Industrialization and strategic infrastructure development. We are committed to drive rapid industrialization of our state through competitive industrial policies and investing in strategic infrastructure. We have already hit the ground by initiating the process for clearing rupees 4,000 crores of pending industrial incentives of the previous government, signaling our commitment. To encourage new industrial investment, we will release a new industrial policy very soon. We have allotted land to more than 1,466 companies through APIAC. This represents a committed investment of INR 11,548 crores. 39 large and mega industries have cumulatively invested even more INR 24,000 crores, generating almost 36,810 jobs. 13,122 MSMEs have started operation investing more than INR 2,500 crores and generating about 63,897 jobs. To position MSMEs for growth, we have launched the YSR Navodayam scheme for a one-time restructuring of MSME loans. Being an agrarian state, we have tremendous opportunity to leverage our agricultural resources, using them for higher values, addition activities and job creation. Hence, we consider food processing a priority industrial sector. We plan to introduce a new food processing policy. A key feature will be setting up new food processing zones in each parliamentary constituencies. Strategic economic infrastructure will facilitate accelerated economic growth. My government is striving to build and strengthen infrastructure that enhances trade,